Let's talk about Kritika Nakshatra. So what is Kritika? Kritika is the third nakshatra of the zodiac, representing purification through discipline. It teaches us that before something can become valuable, it must first be refined by removing what is unnecessary or impure. Now, meaning the cutter. Nakshatra Lord is Sun. Sign Lord again is Mars because it is in Aries partially, and then it is also partially in Venus, and so that's how Taurus. Deity is Agni, that is the god of fire. Symbol is knife or razor or flame. Now the core essence. If you remember only one thing about Kritika, remember this. Kritika teaches that growth begins by removing what no longer serves a purpose. Sometimes progress requires addition, sometimes it requires elimination. Kritika knows the difference. Why is Kritika the third nakshatra? So Ashwini begins, Bharani nurtures, Kritika prepares. A child is born, but before becoming capable and successful, it must be educated, disciplined, and refined. Kritika represents that process of refinement. Why does it have the symbol of knife? A knife has two purposes. It removes and it prepares. A surgeon removes disease. A chef removes what is inedible. A sculptor removes excess stone. In every case, something valuable emerges because something unnecessary is removed. Now that is Kritika. The deity for Kritika is Agni, the god of fire. It's not merely a destroyer. Fire transforms. It cooks food, purifies gold, sterilizes instruments, turns raw material into something useful. Likewise, Kritika uses discipline, courage, and truth to refine people and situations. Why Sun rules Kritika? Now, Sun represents truth, clarity, authority, and illumination. Through Kritika, Sun burns away ignorance and reveals what is essential. This is why Kritika often has a direct, honest, and uncompromising nature. It prefers truth over comfort. Keywords to remember about Kritika are purification, discipline, courage, truth, refinement, clarity, protection, and determination. Let's talk about strengths. So Kritika excels at making difficult decisions, speaking honestly, maintaining discipline, protecting others, improving systems. Remember, doing away with things which are not necessary. So improving systems, refining skills, taking responsibility. What could be the challenges? Of course, every strength has a shadow. Kritika may become overly critical, harsh in speech, impatient with mistakes, perfectionist, sometimes rigid, sometimes intolerant of inefficiency. What could be the career significations? Now, Kritika is often found in professions requiring precision, discipline, and refinement. Examples include surgeons, chefs, engineers, military and defense, police, quality control specialists, auditors, teachers, scientists, goldsmiths, fire and safety professionals, and of course the list goes on and on. Relationship style. Kritika values honesty, loyalty, and integrity. It may appear strict at times, but its intention is often to strengthen rather than to hurt. Remember the element of refining? It expresses care by helping others improve and oftentimes may be misunderstood. Spiritual lessons. Kritika reminds us that not everything deserves to be carried forward. Sometimes the greatest act of growth is learning what to let go. When Kritika is strong in a chart, what happens then? A prominent Kritika often produces people who are disciplined, courageous, and committed to excellence. Its influence may be seen through the moon, ascendant lord, or any important planet placed in Kritika. Let's talk about the memory formula. Remember just 4 things. 1 word, purification. 1 symbol, knife or flame. 1 deity, that is Agni. 1 sentence, Kritika removes what is unnecessary so that excellence can emerge. Ashwini teaches us to begin, Bharani teaches us to persevere, Kritika teaches us to refine. It reminds us that true growth is not just about adding more, it is also about removing what prevents us from becoming our best. Thank you.